In this video, I'm going to prove to you that all hidden camera day game is essentially fake and it is giving you a fake promise. Now, first of all, am I saying that the thing when a guy's talking to a girl with a hidden camera and he's picking her up, am I saying that that's staged? I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that the implied promise that comes along with that is leading you in the wrong direction. So, I was having a discussion with a new client of mine, and he was trying to argue with me that day game is a good strategy for him to meet his next dream girl. And basically, I'm going to tell you the private conversation I had with him. I'm going to break it down for you like I broke it down for him. So he was telling me XYZ dating coach does hidden camera day game pickups, and he shows that it works. He shows the whole interaction. He walks up to women in the daytime, he gets their number, and then he breaks it down and he tells me, do this first, do this second, do this third, and this will work for you. Okay, so let's back it up. Well, first of all, I've been on YouTube as a dating coach since 2011, over 12, 13 years now. Before that, I was teaching guys since 2007. I've been in the game more than 20 years. And let me tell you this. One thing that I have unequivocally seen is that no man has been able to produce abundance with women by using the strategy of day game alone. Furthermore, you hardly ever see any man meet a high quality woman that becomes his girlfriend or wife from picking her up off the street. So why are dating coaches selling you this dream of, hey, there are hot women all over your city. All you need to do is cold approach them and then you can get one of these hot women. I used to believe that's that promise. And then you know what I did? I went out and I did hundreds of approaches, only to discover that it was a terribly ineffective way to meet attractive women. So here's what you're not seeing. I need to pull back that fourth wall, the curtain that these hidden camera dating coaches aren't showing you. Question number one, what's happening after you get her number? You see, any monkey can go up and walk up to beautiful women, do a little monkey dance, make her giggle and laugh to the point where she gives you her number. That does not mean that you got the girl. The real question is, what happened next? So with whatever dating coach who has supposedly proven to you that day game works, go and ask him, hey, show me your stats. Show me these attractive women, that these attractive women didn't ghost you afterwards and actually had sex with you afterwards and even became your girlfriend afterwards. And you will see that they will not be able to provide you with that evidence at all. Or maybe there's a coach who does hundreds of approaches and collects hundreds of numbers. He'll be able to show you a very small handful, which tells us what? It's a very low percentage game. So here's what I tell guys. Bro, if day game worked, if day game was a legitimate and effective strategy, then there would be at least one day game seduction coach out there who has mastered day game, and now he has a harem of women, and he would be world famous. If you would go on Instagram, he would have 6 million followers because he'd cracked the code to getting hot women from day game. But there is no such man out there. Why? Because day game is essentially a myth. High quality women do not want to be randomly approached and picked up in the daytime. I have a very attractive woman, girlfriend. When she goes into a party or she's walking down the street, she's turning heads. I like when I'm with my girl and she's dressed up really nice, I like observing guys, right? And you'll see some guys like their face just like, holy shit, right? Some guys will stop and actually turn like, you know, she's attractive. So coming from her mouth, she does not like being randomly approached by men during the daytime. A quality, attractive woman does not like being randomly approached and picked up. It is not a girl's dream for her to meet her dream guy that way. Now, let's get back to the argument. So some guys are going to say, they're going to argue with me. They're going to say, no, you know what? I saw, there's one dating coach. I'm not going to name names, but this is from the conversation. This student kept insisting. He's like, no, Jad, but this dating coach, he goes and he approaches women. Women respond to him positively and he's getting their numbers. So it must work more than you're saying. So let's back it up. The dating coach he's talking about is rich. He's also jacked. Okay, so he looks like a fitness model or bodybuilder. And he's married. So let me tell you what's happening here. This guy is rich, which means what? Even if he's not pulling up in a Lambo when he's talking to these women, he's going to come off with a certain swagger, a certain different energy than the regular guy. Maybe, I haven't watched this guy's videos, but maybe he's wearing an accessory like an expensive watch or something, or expensive shoes or something. Women are very attuned to expensive things. Maybe he's wearing a subtle, expensive accessory that's letting women know, hey, I got money, which is then influencing their behavior with him. Next, this guy is sexy. He has a good body, better body than most guys. So again, when an attractive woman is approached by a guy who has a bodybuilder or fitness model or athlete-like body, yes, she is going to be a lot more open to talking to that guy. Even my girlfriend, she said, look, like sometimes, regular guys will try to approach my girl. And she's like, she gets annoyed because she's thinking, this guy is so delusional. He's so out of touch. He's obviously broke. He's out of shape, average shape at best. And then how does he even think he has a chance with me? So we were having a conversation, me and my girl, and she said, if a guy is approaching me, at least let him be in shape. At least have him be, like that way, at least he's not completely delusional. At least he's got something going for him. And the final thing about this dating coach is he's married. So there are two problems here. Number one, that tells us he is not following up with these numbers that he's collecting because he's married. So he cannot prove to you that these numbers are actually going to amount to something, which they're not. Because a girl will give you her number in the moment, either to be polite or she's caught up in the moment. But later when you contact her, she's like, oh, this guy's just a random guy I met on the street. What? And then she'll ghost you because women need security, right? But let's go back. So this dating coach is married. So he's not following up with the numbers. And the second problem, the thing that you don't understand is women are responding to this guy also because women have a sixth sense. Women, like men, who are taken. If a man is married, a woman has a sixth sense to feel like this guy already has a woman in his life, has women in his life. When a woman can sense that you already have pussy in your life, she's automatically a lot more open and receptive to you. So this one dating coach is rich, he's jacked, and he's married. And then, of course, that's influencing how women are responding to him when he's doing this hidden camera pickup. Now you, sorry to say, you're probably not jacked, you're probably not ripped, and you probably don't have pussy in your life. So your energy, your image, everything that comes across when you're approaching a random woman on the street is going to be completely different and inferior to how this guy is presenting it. But you don't know that these details matter. And so you didn't think of that. And you didn't think of how different you actually are to this guy. And then you're like, oh, well, he told me to say this and do this. So if I say this and do the same monkey dance he did, I can expect the same results. No. Now, a final side note before I wrap this up. Even if you're jacked and even if you're rich, randomly walking up to women on the street is not going to be an effective strategy. It's going to be a very low percentage game. And our conversation is focused on getting a high quality woman. The chances that you're going to get a high quality woman, even if you're jacked and you're rich, just by approaching her randomly on the street is very, very low. I'm not seeing it, brother. I'm in the industry. I'm behind the curtain. I'm not seeing it from anyone. So let's bring it back to what does work. What does work for the regular guy, especially if you're watching me, you're probably more on the introverted side, is social circle game. Get involved. Have a real life. Go to classes, meetups, groups, be part of communities. Get involved in activities that involve men and women doing things together, socializing together. And then through that, you're going to meet your beautiful woman, your dream girl. And I still believe you should get in shape. If you're out of shape and you think you're going to get a 10, you're straight delusional, man. You're brainwashed. You are on planet Mars. Quality women, every time I take them aside and I say, hey, tell me the truth. What would you rather, right? They all say, I would love me a muscular guy who's in shape. Every single woman. So get yourself in shape. The game is already hard enough. Why are you making it harder by being a skinny, fat, out of shape fuck? And I'll leave you with one of the most fundamental points in the game that I spend the first part of this book talking about, which is how can I make talking to women fun for me first? You want to ask yourself before you go out there and do day game, is it even fun? Do you even enjoy it? I'll tell you personally, I didn't fucking enjoy it. I forced myself to do it. And when you don't enjoy something, your energy's fucked, and then the women are not going to respond positively to you. I recommend you get my book. It is filled with field-tested and proven frameworks that help you attract and date the women you truly want. I've helped a lot of guys get their dream girls. And if you want me to help you too, check out the link in the description. I'm putting together a special community that has a free offer. Check out the link, and then I can help you on a more long-term detailed basis rather than in these random videos.